hottest sale of the summer is here at 4 Wheel Parts Hot Summer Sale. Get sizzling savings on tires, wheels, suspension kits, overland products, and more. And check out the all-new accessories in stock and ready for install. Plus your own custom package starting at $189 a month with deals all month long to get your rig dialed. 4 Wheel Parts Hot Summer Sale at all 4WP stores and at 4WP.com.
At Baja Designs, we have lights for all on- and off-road enthusiasts. For 30 years, we have been lighting up the night. We are Baja Designs, the scientists of lighting.
Over 25 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks, the leader in off-road shock technology.
All right, guys, welcome back. We are here for our second hour update of the 2022 Score Baja 500. Our KMC Wheels Fishgistics coverage all day today, presented by F&L Racing Fuel. How are you guys doing? You guys ready for the next update here? It's been about an hour and a half since they started. They really started at 9:30. That's the actual start time. So keep that in mind. It was supposed to start at 9 o'clock, which it did for the ceremonial start, but then they parade out of town and they restart at mile 5, and that happened at about 9:30. So they've been on the course since about then. If we pull up the share screen here, we can see where they are on the tracker. They have just passed the first, one of the road sections, the old kilometer 77 on Highway 3, where they normally normally go by. That's a section right here. So they're just past there. They've gotten back in the dirt, and we have Luke McMillan is still out front. The 83 is out front. We have the 89 and the 1 here, but the 7, Bryce Menzies tracker, is not updating very well today. So keep in mind when you're looking at the number 7, see it says it hasn't updated for 7 minutes. So that's really an old update there. He is still going to be running in second place. We did get that confirmed by somebody right here on the highway. Nothing has changed there. Mike Walser is still in third, and then we had Rob McCacker next. And then we have Tim Herbst, who's on the highway right now. Some of these people are doing a splash right here. Actually, probably most are going to do a quick little splash here. And then we have Andy McMillan is going to be almost to the highway section, going to be coming along next. So once they get through this highway section, this is actually where I started pre-running myself last weekend. So you start here. It's kind of the same for the first few miles, and then it's different. This is different than what we normally do. We haven't done this since, I think, 2019, coming the other direction through here. So this is where it gets really tight and technical. Like, look at, if you just scroll in here, see all these little squigglies, how there's nothing straight here? These are all tight turns, like super tight turns. Some of this was new, some of these sections. Literally, when we pre-ran it, we were one of the first people to go through this section. So super tight and technical. This is going to be a very slow section. All the way through here, all the way up to mile 100. This is the pass. Mano Pass is what it's called. Corte Molina or whatever it's called. There's a couple different names for it. This is not the summit. So some people were calling this a summit. It is not the summit. The summit is actually south of here. So this is, it's not La Rumorosa either. That is north of here. This is the middle one down there, but very tight and technical. This is going to be slow. You can see just zooming in. Look at how tight and technical back and forth this is. There are a couple 3-point turns here too. I even had to do 3-point turn in the UTV. So there's going to be some 3-point turns in there. Lots of places to get a flat or rip a corner off on rocks and the side of the mountain through there. So you got to be really careful through that point. I don't foresee any passing. Whatever order they're in right here going in this section, nobody's going to get past. There's nowhere to go. It's all one lane through this whole section until about mile 115, and then it opens back up a little bit. So from right here where Luke is at mile 80, all the way to 115, nobody's going to get past unless they have a problem. And if they do, hopefully they can pull over somewhere, because a lot of these places, if somebody breaks, they're going to be right in the middle of the trail and there's nowhere to go around them. So this could be exciting. We could see a bottleneck in this next section here at some point during the day. So keep that in mind. All right, so that's a look at the leaders there. Like I said, it's 83, 7, 89, 1. Same order still, 19 and the 82, Baldy, they're all right there. Andy McMillan is actually going to be in 6th still. He's going to be up ahead of these two guys right here once his tracker updates again. And then we have the 37L. That looks like your lead legend car. Then we have Mikey Lawrence, 21L. That's going to be your 2nd place Legends car. That's Gustavo Vidosola Sr. He is going to be 2nd place. And then behind him, it comes back to, we got Dan Myers, Tracy Graff. And that is Tracy Graff driving right now. Bean is going to be driving the second half. He is going to get in at mile, 245. So Tracy Graff is driving to mile 245, and then Justin Bean Smith is going to jump in and drive the rest of the way. Dan McMillan is driving the whole way himself today, so that is him in the 23. He's not changing at all. And then we got quite a few more cars back here. I'm going to try to find the first 1 cars right here. Okay, the last few races, we've actually had some very good Class 1 car battles, and these guys are all really close together, and it looks like it's going to be close again. We have 138, the 153, and the 162. They are all really close together right here and really bunched up. So this is the same order they started in. I don't think anybody's got past yet. Those look like pretty good updates there, so that is a Class 1 update for you guys. Brian Parkhouse is going to be next. Then coming to the spec truck class, it looks like we have Pierce Herbst first on the tracker here. Now, where is Christopher Polvardi? Has not updated for 5 minutes, so that would be why. He is still going to be in front. You can see Pierce just updated. So the 204 is going to jump probably somewhere up here around the 100 car as soon as it updates. They're going to be first. So Polvardi is still in first. Looks like Pierce Herbst is in second. And then in third is either going to be Vincent Munoz. It's getting pretty bunched up here. We have Vincent Munoz was right there somewhere. We have Mason Cullen in the F&L Racing Fuel car, the truck. Then we have Gary Magnus, the Mango truck, Damon Jeffries, Rob Archibald, and EJ Herbst, the other Herbst truck. Now in the Herbst trucks, here's a little driver rundown for you guys. So the 264 Pierce Herbst, he is starting. And Pierce is going to drive all the way to mile 240, and then James Dean is going to jump in the 264 at mile 240. And James Dean, along with his little brother, is going to, Jordan Dean, I think it is going to take the truck to the finish. Now, the 263, the other Herbst truck back here, EJ Herbst, we have Ryan Millen is starting in that truck. He's driving to mile 70. And then he's going to hop over to the co-driver's seat, and he's going to ride with EJ to mile 240. And then Ryan's going to hop back in the driver's seat, and he's going to drive almost to the finish. And then EJ is going to get back in and swap seats again. So they're playing a little bit Chinese fire drill in the 263 today between Ryan Millen and EJ Herbst. They're going to be swapping back and forth all day. EJ's newer to this racing, and he's with Ryan to kind of help him along and teach him. So that's a good way to do it, really. You have the teacher riding, and then he drives for a little bit, and you swap back and forth. So lots of swapping going on in the 263. Then we have Dan Fresh behind them and Dustin Swanson. Now let's go see the next class behind them. A lot of spec trucks. Look at all these spec trucks here. Lots of spec trucks. Class 10, that's going to be your next class behind them. Chase Warren, no surprise there. He was your winner last time. He's out front again. So the 1088 first in class right now. We have the 1087 showing as second in class 10. And then we have the 1009. Jose is third. Scrolling back a little bit, we got the 1011, the 1014, the 232, 1022. Lots of 10 cars back here, so kind of bunched up back there. Behind class 10, Not too far off the start yet is going to be Class 7. So we have 709, Jeff Proctor. That is the Honda entry. They're running up front. And behind them, we have Dan Shamley, the class champion, as always, in the 700 truck. And then behind them, we have the 703, Scott Brady. And then here we go. We got some 1800 cars actually here too. So, okay, this is going to be the Pro R here. Wayne Matlock in the Pro R, in the open class, the Pro Open class, 1871. He is leading so far. And then Kristen Matlock, his wife, is going to be second, also in her Pro R. So we got two Pro Rs racing against each other there. Then we have Mike Caffro back here in third in that class. And then we get to the UTV Turbo class. This is the Pro Turbo class. We have Justin Lambert leading that class, followed by Wes Miller. And then we have Brandon Schuler and Mark Burnett. Now these guys are in the Turbo Rs, the new Turbo R. So not the Pro R. The Pro R has the 4-cylinder. The Turbo R has the same motor that the Turbo S had. So that's why they're in the Turbo class. The other guys are naturally aspirated, but with a 2-liter motor. So they're in the Pro Open class. They're not allowed to race in the UTV naturally aspirated class with that bigger motor. That's why they're in a separate class. So we have 3 main UTV classes, actually 4 with stock UTV included. And Craig Scanlon, there you go, another look there. And then it just kind of gets bunched up here. You can see we're really close back to the start for the rest of the way there. Let's go look at the bikes. Let's go find the lead bike and give you guys an update on them. So it was the 10X last time we looked, and it looks like it still is. So they are doing the Mike's Sky Ranch loop. So the Mike's Road is right here. You turn off the highway right where this heli is. You come up here to Mike's. You get up to Mike's, and then you turn and you go down Simpson. This is Simpson over here. This is super tight and technical also. So you can see the 10X is still out front, showing first on the tracker, followed by the 3X. Pretty good gap between them. You got mile 283, and then we have mile 293. So a 10-mile gap between the first and second place bike. Third place is the 4X. I'm trying to find the first place quad. It's going to be right here. The 10A is kind of hiding behind the 38 there. So the 10A is going to be your first place quad, and then here's your second place quad. So they're at mile 260, and the leader is at 265. So about 5 miles separating first and second place in the quad right now. So that's what's going on there. All right, so let's see. What else do you guys want to see? Let me go over to the comments here. Number 38, well, that would be Andy McMillan. We checked on him a minute ago, so you can see he's still in about 6th place. His tracker's not updating very well either, so keep that in mind. 6 minutes ago, he's going to be running right around these guys right here when it updates. Should still be in 6th place, which is where he started. Who else are you guys looking for? The 168. Let's see, the 168. Where's the 168? Let me just turn on the Class 1 real quick. All right, 168 is right there. Shelby Reed, it looks like currently in 5th place or so on the tracker. So they're moving along at mile 52. Let's see, Class 1 all-wheel drive. That is this one right here. So whoever was looking for the Class 1 all-wheel drive, that is the 168 Shelby Reed entry. They are still moving along there. Jeff Proctor, we just checked on him a minute ago. He's leading Class 7. Where are the Matlocks? We checked on them. Where is RJ Anderson? Okay, RJ Anderson is in this car right here. So the 199 Adam Lunn, this is RJ Anderson, and he is driving to mile 315. RJ did not pre-run. He literally got down to Mexico like 2 days ago, and that's it. He's getting in the car, no pre-run. I think Kyle Kraft is riding with him, and he's going to go to the finish. So, or he's going to go to mile 315. Sorry, he's going to start and do the first half. So RJ is in the 199. That car is going to be very fast. Keep an eye on that car. He hasn't pre-run, though, so he doesn't have any notes. I'm sure they got notes from somebody else, but that's where RJ Anderson is. Ampudia, let's see. Well, Ampudia would be in the 10, so if we look for the 10, he is going to be, where is the 10? 10 might not be tracking too well. Let me turn on the trophy truck layer only. The 10, I don't even see the 10 right now. There they are. The 10's back here. Okay. But look, his tracker hasn't updated for 30 minutes. So the Ampudia tracker is not a good location. It hasn't updated in 30 minutes. He was moving last time it updated. So, yeah, see now it's just grayed out on us. So yeah, that's an old update. Ampudia is not a good update there. Concrete number 70. I saw them a little bit ago. They were, where did I see them at? Somewhere here. There they are. There, okay, there's just up. Okay, that's not good on the 70. Look at there. Kevin Thompson, the 70 is at 0 miles an hour, and it just updated. So that is a bummer for them. They are at mile 62.5. The Concrete Motorsports truck, Kevin Thompson, Harley Letner, they are at 0 miles an hour, and they've been there for a little bit at 0 miles an hour because they were running up with these guys up here earlier. So bummer for the 70. Hopefully they can get it fixed and at least get a finish, but it looks like they are they're out of contention for the win at this point, which is a bummer for those guys. So let's see who else. Jurgensen. Jurgensen is racing. Which one is he in? He is Kyle Jurgensen right there, the 44. Jurgensen's right here. So he's running in about 7th place right now or so. 7th or 8th place. Probably about the same place that he started. There is not a lot of passing this whole first quarter to third of the racetrack. Very hard to do any kind of passing anywhere. So that's what's going on there. All right. Well, I think that Ampudia said the Can-Am Stella wasn't working. Yeah, he actually, that's Rodrigo Ampudia is in the Can-Am. This is Alan Ampudia that's in the 10. So, yeah, maybe obviously his Stella is having some issues also on the tracking. So if we go over and check out, so Brandon Walsh is actually live. This is his Twitch feed. He's on Twitch. If you guys want to watch this, it's bwalsh706 on Twitch. He mounted a Starlink in the roof of his truck, and he's going to go live. So you can see it's working, and then it kind of freezes every once in a while. But we'll check in on him throughout the day and see how it's working. He has live audio too, so if you go and watch it, you can listen to them talking. They have their intercoms hooked up to the audio also. And then, of course, we have the Score live feed. This is where I would go in between my updates. They have some drones out on course, as you can see here. Just go over to score-international.com and go watch this during in between hours, and then come back here at the top of the hour. They have a lot of drone footage out there now. They have they got drones all over the course, so this should be some good footage coming from Score today, hopefully. And they've had some cool shots so far, so it looks pretty good. All right, so that'll wrap it up for our update. Now we'll be back at noon with your next update. Hopefully we have some guys going live on course for you too. We might be checking in with Christopher Polvardi's crew during the next update, and we might be checking in with Cody Stewart at BFG Pit 1. There you go. You can see a truck coming by there. It looked like a spec truck. So hopefully the next hour update, we will check in with them, and you never know. Our page might go live in between updates. We do have some people on the page that are out there, so they just got to get some interesting. Let's see. Where are the live feed located exactly? So they have them in different spots. Score had a live feed at mile 22, and then they had one at 52, and then they had one at like 100. They literally have them all over the place. Now that right here they're showing Brandon Walsh's in-car that I just showed you. That's also on the Score live feed. Most of the Score shots right here, this is mile 22. Whenever you see this shot from Score, that's right around mile 22. So that is where they're at. So we said Kyle Craft is sitting right seat for the whole race. Okay, well, there you go. So Kyle Craft is in the 199, sitting over there. All right, so head over to Score International, watch their feed until noon, and then come back here at noon, and I'll be back here with your next update then. All right, we'll see you guys at noon.
If off-road adrenaline is what you crave, we've got exactly what you need. Introducing the all-new Razor Turbo R and revolutionary Razor Pro R. Reimagined from the ground up with the power to push you further, the confidence of next-level strength, and exceptional control for conquering the wildest terrain. The next generation of Razor is here, and it's built for those who live wide open.
KMC's pursuit of victory has pushed us to the front of the pack, to the brink of destruction, and across the finish line for decades. Regardless of the driver, the vehicle, or the terrain, these are the wheels that will help you win by a landslide. The process of relentlessly redefining performance cannot be learned or taught. It's in our DNA.